DeepSeek officially has vision. This brand new Ox Alpha model popped out of nowhere and is causing a storm on the net. Word is that GLM 5.3 Flash is on the way. Leaks of Kimi 3.1 is also showing up. And GLM 5.3, which is supposed to be opening its weights next week, lands at the top spot on the Agentic Index. Let's get into some AI news. All right, guys, if you haven't already, make sure y'all are following me over on Twitter at Tech2Wild. This is my first time doing one of these news series, but I thought, why not talk about what is going on right now? The first one that is very big, in my humble opinion, is that DeepSeek has dropped the DeepSeek V4 Flash image. I guess it's calling it experience or experiment. Maybe that's what it is, experiment. And even though they just gave the model eyes, they actually have seen some progress in the model as well. So you see an uppage in the terminal bench from one point, the NEL2 repo, CyberGem dropped a little bit, Deep SWE is up, Toolathon is up, DS Bench is up as well, Automation Bench is a little bit up. You could see pretty much that it's added on some progress just from what, dropping 21 days ago, because it did drop on the 31st. So it's been a little bit of time, but now they added on this model that matches DeepSeek V4 Flash on text capabilities, including agents, reasoning, and world knowledge. So hopefully we'll be getting this very soon. They are also comparing it alongside Opus 4.8, which it is lagging a little bit behind in some of it, but not that much. And I don't care. DeepSeek V4 Flash has been amazing for the most part. I'm going to drop an update on the harness as well, so stay tuned to that. But even then, with all of that said, guys, we got to keep in mind where this currently is on some of the benchmarks put out there, right? So we have DeepSeek V4 Flash currently sitting at 52, tied with Qwen 3.8 27B. And then on the agentic scale, it is at 48 right here, which was like, I think above, and you see it's on par, but above GLM 5.2. A very solid model, but apparently now Qwen 27B is even above that. With that all said, though, with these little bit of jumps of numbers, I wonder then if they update this and do put it out, what they already put out as experiment, I wonder if we're going to see this number climb up a little bit. You know, at this point, where does it put it? Does it put it at, does it stay at 52, or does it go above its own pro model at this point? It's already sitting at a 52 and its pro is sitting at 53. You got to move it a little bit somewhere at that point. I mean, it's done a great job getting that vision. You add a little bit more solidness to its design and everything that comes along with it. So we'll just have to wait and see if they're going to keep it there or they're going to put it above. I personally think that if it's a better model than its predecessor, it deserves to get up a little bit, but we'll just have to see as they add more benchmarks to it. Now, with all that said, though, this is currently available in the API platform, so they have not yet made this available via the open weights. We don't know if they're going to do that, but knowing DeepSeek, have they dropped anything as of lately that is not open weights? I mean, it's pretty standard at this point. I believe that, I can't remember when they announced it initially. Let's just take a real quick look, right? So if you see on July 31st, the DeepSeek V4 Flash official API is now live in public beta. So there that was. And when they dropped this, I don't know where it's at, but they technically dropped the API and then dropped the open weights the same exact day. So they dropped this and then they dropped the open weights the same exact day. And I'm just double checking to make sure I got that right, but I can't see. I guess Hugging Face put it up. I don't know where they put it up, but yeah, they didn't. They did that. Then boom, we haven't seen nothing since. This drops today. Maybe we get the open weights soon. We'll just have to wait and see. When we do, I'll be one of the first to try it. I could technically try the API now, but this is a whole different video. But stay tuned, because this is going to be a go-to model, possibly for maybe next week. We'll have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. But in bigger news now, there's this stealth model floating around that's called Ox Alpha. It's a stealth mode. It is free for the next week. 1 million context. It's multi-model, 0 data retention, and generous rate limits, near unlimited usage. We have a capacity of 100 trillion tokens per day, so let's see how that does. So this just dropped out of nowhere. It is available now for testing, and people have been going crazy for it. And I've been seeing, for the most part, man, like a lot of dope stuff coming out of this model. And also with that, a lot of speculations of what it is. People have said that some people have thought it was Mimo. Some people think it was GLM. Some people have thought it was, wow, look at this. They're putting it on par with like Fable. Seen a lot of people comparing it to Fable. You got, my says I got confirmation on what the model is, but I can't share it yet. What I can say is this: you all should really get excited for this one, and it's not what you think it is. So when I asked her, she's saying you're all wrong, none of them below, but I mean, she got 500. She not able to read all that, man. But I did ask her, can it run on 2 Sparks? She has eyes. I think I asked her as well, is it going to be something that we can run locally? She said yes. So she seems to know. Maybe she has a non-disclosure, so we have to stay tuned for that, right? People have speculated very highly, though, that this is GLM 5.5 or GLM 5.2. It can't be GLM 5.3 because GLM 5.3 just released. But we have some big thoughts from people that said that this, and I'm going to find it, this Ox Alpha is the upcoming GLM 5.3 Flash. So it seems like they're coming back out with their Flash models, which is going to be monumental for the open community. Now, currently, let's back it up a little bit. GLM just released GLM 5.3 last, I want to say this week, like in the beginning of this week, and the model has jumped crazy from its predecessor while all maintaining the same exact size as 5.2. So 5.2 was sitting at 53, 5.3 is now at 60. And from the agentic index, it is sitting at 59 on level with Opus 5. GLM, you can run GLM on 4 DGX Sparks featuring the Qwen 3.8, which I believe is a mixture of 4 and 8-bit weights. Majority of them I want to say are 8, and then some of them are 4. But you can run it on 4 DGX Sparks with 30 to 40-ish, in between, if you want to say 20 to 40 tokens per second. But usually you're sitting around that 35 on average tokens per second with a context of 300,000, which is solid. We're going to be able to get that now. If you have 4 DGX Sparks, you're going to be able to get that. With that said, GLM 5.3 Flash with 1 million context, if it holds what we've seen as far as with DeepSeek, this could be huge. This could be GLM 5.3, but on 2 DGX Sparks. And as we see with DeepSeek V4 Flash sitting at that 52, it's only 1 point behind the Pro model, which is a 1 trillion parameter model compared to a 200 billion parameter model. It's only sky's the limits for GLM. You know, we might be seeing a GLM 5.3 Flash sitting, you know, on par with Kimi's and 3.8 or Muse. We can see the gap is usually extremely small for every single Flash model out there. It's just something about it. You look at Inkling small, sits right behind its predecessor. Look at Mimo. Look at Mimo V.2 Pro, and then look at the Flash model. Mimo V2.5, my bad, is sitting here. The Pro is sitting there. It's only 5 points behind. So we see this going on and on. This is a big day that's going to be coming on the horizon very soon. Now, they say it's going to be here for a whole week, so we'll just have to wait and see. But my eyes are definitely on this Ox model. People have been putting out some great stuff on it. I'll probably give it a spin very soon, since just hook it up to OpenRouter, put it on Hermes or put it on any harness and be good to go. But also, and then we got other people out here saying that it's an American model. So I've seen also someone say that it's I'm probably gonna say it wrong, but RC. People are saying that that's potentially what it could be as well. This guy right here, I think, also does a lot of work within open code as well, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I've been told by some people to check this guy out and keep my eye on him, so I've been as well. But back to it also, now we're seeing that a new Kimi model, likely Kimi K3.1, is now being tested on the code at Arena under the name Korrine. So this is also what is going on here, and it's just been floating around. A lot of people are trying to crack it, trying to figure out what this model is, but a lot of people are pointing to that. Minimax is supposed to be coming out with something very soon. We haven't really heard from Mimo in a long time. NVIDIA, we haven't heard from them in a long time, but it seems like a lot of people are pointing to this being GLM. People have been utilizing the tokenizers to find it out, saying that the tokenizers are on par with one another. Even if you go on Twitter and search, a lot of people, I'm 99% sure it's GLM 5 point something. All evidence points to it. Same video encoder, same tokenizer, same style matches, same audio recognition. The stuff about the RL and the GLM 5.3 announcement seemed really cool, and I like it. So people are very, very highly strung on this being a 5.3 flash model with vision. So we'll just have to wait and see. But this is some of the big time news going on right now in the AI space. And even here, Ox's alpha tokens is GLM. So more and more on that. So we end up getting this. If we end up getting this flash model, we got Qwen 3.8 27B. We also got news supposedly being told that Qwen is going to be dropping a new model, guys. There's supposed to be a mid-size model dropping from Qwen. So if you go follow me on Twitter, right here, my man Shabois, okay? He is, forgive me for saying his name incorrectly, okay? But he is the leading Qwen VL Vision Intelligence, and he was here. Multiple native agents are getting crowded, so he's also here on the news as well. But he was actually in the comments, actually like messaging people that were talking about the model when it dropped. And then you have Carl saying, 35BA3 or similar MOE is the only one which is powerful enough and usable enough to run on low. So saying all that, he said, thanks, this is exactly kind of deployment. Then someone said it again. And then he was just basically, letting it be known that he was acknowledging people's work, right? But then he followed up and said 35BA3 might not be the one to wait for. Salutes to the homie Locktar, who said, whoa, just heard this about Qwen 3.8. We'll have a new mid-size open weight model coming next week, hopefully. This mid-size model won't provide any early access due to the schedule. Any idea what mid-size means? So this was, I think, initially reported in a Reddit somewhere by a community manager, and supposedly Qwen is going to be dropping a new mid-size model. Now, when we think of mid-size, I don't know what that leads to. Some people have claimed it to be 122B, 10B, which is the MOE Big Daddy. That's kind of close to like 27B, but it's like a MOE version of it, right? So it'd be extremely faster to run, or it could be another dense model, a 70B, a 80B. We just gonna have to wait and see. But if Qwen drops one more banger like that, that's crazy work. Still would love a 35BA3 for speed, but not mad, but definitely something to also tune into and keep your eyes on. So this is big time, and it should be coming next week. For the most part, next week, guys, is going to be a very big week. And if you would like for me to follow up and do some more of this, let me know. We could do some of these throughout the week when there's not much going on, but news or rumors or leaks. But as far as what next week is entailing, based upon what GLM put out in their docs, GLM 5.3 open weights are dropping. Supposedly, we're getting this Qwen 3.8 mid-size model. We're also going to be getting, if it is true, as they said, hopefully next week, which is this next upcoming week, we'll be seeing something from Qwen from their mid-size tier. Then we got DeepSeek V4 Flash that just dropped today. Maybe we might get open weights tomorrow. Maybe we might get open weights next week. We'll have to wait and see. If I had to bet, I think by Monday we'll know when it comes to DeepSeek. But tons of news, and it looks like a very jam-packed week going into next week. And always, there's going to be some models going to drop more than likely at the end of the month or the first day of September. It's just only a matter of time. Minimax, Mimo, NVIDIA, something's coming. Kimi, something's coming. Something's always coming. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.